So first of all, we want to thank Michal Nieman from the Food Tech Group. She's amazing, so thank you.
And let's start. We have long journey, starting with talking about storytelling and then focusing on short form videos. So I'm Michal Gat, and I'm from Titan. And here Karen Brown, she will talk about herself soon. So, like, first, those who don't know Titan, we are a branding agency. We specialize in working with global tech companies and work with many companies at the arena of the food tech. We are, like all agencies, starting with creating the storytelling, creating the brand strategy through visual identity, and of course, brand experience and implementation in all medias, which means that we create websites, videos, social media tools, collaterals, exhibitions, and working with Karen and her team on creating a TikTok and short form videos.
And if you guys have questions, we're going to leave that to the end. So we'll have time for questions, write them down, make sure you ask them.
Yeah, you can ask through the Q&A button. And just wave hello, so we'll know that you are there in the Q&A or chat.
Oh, that's nice. People are raising hands. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So as I mentioned, we worked with food tech companies like Future Meat. We're working with Pytholon this time. We are working with Mana Irrigation. We worked with Triple W and so many more. We love this arena, and later on we will describe some of the dilemmas in this arena. And when we are talking about branding and storytelling, we have to differentiate ourselves from competitors. And this is crucial, especially in the food tech arena when we have so many startups. And we want to identify what set the company apart from the competitors. We do it through, and I'll go very fast, we'll do it through our golden triangle, telling the story from the point of view of the customers, not telling what we are good at, but understanding the target audiences. Of course, differentiate ourselves from the competitors and highlight the key advantages of the company that can be derived from technology, products, team, investors, clients, etc. So understanding those 3 points will let us create a very strong and effective story. And when we're talking about customer perspective or more focused target audience, because sometimes we help companies to raise money or to go before their IPO. And sometimes when they have to go into the market, we want to deal with the buying criterias and the considerations that the target audience will take when they will have to choose partner. We want to understand their concerns, even their personas. We want to understand their buying decision. We want to understand the segmentation in the field, etc. We have to deep dive and understand the people that we want them to buy or to choose us. That's the most important thing, to talk like they want to talk and not the way we want to communicate ourselves. And then we have to understand the market. We have to understand the trends. We have to understand where the market is headed. We have to understand the brand stories and the storytelling of all our competitors. Since we don't want to say what they say, we don't want to use their jargon. Sometimes, by the way, the key is what they are not saying about themselves. And of course, we even want to have a journey through all their visual identities, because if our competitors use some kind of very dominant color or image, we don't want to do the same. We don't want to be me too. We want to differentiate ourselves. So That's very important. And of course, we are not magicians. So we want to convey authentic and real message by highlighting the key advantages of the company. And as I mentioned, technology, customers, etc. So when we create brand story, it should be rational, but it also must be emotional. We are people that doing business with people. And so, of course, it should have differentiators, and we should be very clear with the definition of our offering, but it should have like a big, appealing story. People get attracted to stories, and Karen will show some stories later on.
Yeah, all the videos in short form video on TikTok that are emotional do really, really well. Like people just want you to make mistakes, talk about making mistakes, and we'll look into a lot of examples of that.
And authenticity is very important. They won't buy if you don't have certain benefits. Don't tell you have it because they won't buy it.
Wow, that's so true.
Okay. So when talking about food tech storytelling, there are so many dilemmas that we have to take into consideration. Here are just some part of them. First of all, are we going to communicate? We call it heal the world approach or show me the money approach. Are we going to communicate how we are helping the humanity, or how can you benefit business-like from our product? So that's one thing you should have to take into consideration. And then when talking about benefits, communicating benefits should derive from the technology, or should it derive from the product, or should it derive from the fact that we have great partners that believe in our technology? Another thing, when talking about food tech, most of the time we compare ourselves to exist solutions. And we believe that sometimes you shouldn't do it. I mean, should we say we are alternative protein, or should we say that we create a new category? And that's very important when you create the storytelling. Is it the right place to create new category, or we are in a situation when people won't trust you if you do something that they don't know? And by the way, innovation versus trust, it's very important. And it's very important when you talk to end users. So most of the food tech companies that we worked with were B2B. But sometimes we thought it's very clever to communicate the storytelling to their end user. Help your customers sell to his end user. So should we communicate the innovation? Is that what interests the end user or not? It's important to understand how far should we get with the communication, and to balance innovation with trust when you talk about very innovative technologies, when you talk about alternative products, when you deal with safety issues. Another thing is regulatory. Sometimes when we create food tech storytelling, we should take into consideration many regulatory aspects. And last, because we have so many interesting short form video to present, I'll say about sustainability. So we all want to communicate sustainability, but sometimes it's overused. Sometimes it's like what we have called greenwash. We have to be very, very delicate with a tone of voice of sustainability in our brand story. And most important is really to, when you want to create effective storytelling, is to have the certain storytelling for each one of the medias. So you'll create different messaging underneath one roof, underneath the branding. You'll have different storytelling for website, for brochures, and different storytelling for short form videos. And it's very important to be precise for each one of the medias. And now let's move on to Keren.
Okay.
And talk about reels and short form videos.
Okay, so let's do it. So before we start, thank you. I want to say that what we really find, we have a lot of things in common because we work on with a lot of companies together. But the storytelling, like the emotional part of storytelling, is what gets us really excited together. How we can do it in a way that's like authentic and people really feel the brand. So for us, it's like the funnest part when we brainstorm and we think about it. Okay, so I'm Keren Brown. I've been in the food industry for 16 years. I was a food writer and still am a food writer. I'm a TikToker, TikTok creator. I had a food opportunity in events company that connects people in the food industry. And I've been working with food tech companies since before food tech. So we'll start with that. And we'll flip through now. And you can see I also wrote a book called The Food Lover's Guide to Seattle. So food is my thing. Basically, now we're going to go into TikTok. TikTok, I found during Corona when I was like just bored at home and I decided I need to try something new. And I went really deep into TikTok. I did 5 or 6 videos a day so that I could really understand it well. And I've been doing social media for since social media, which is basically like 15 years. And TikTok was like a new awakening for me because I was so bored already of social media. And finally, I found TikTok, which is not social media, which is really important. It is entertainment media. And why is it not social media? It's very simple. Because social media is something you can do, like you can scroll, like you can look at Instagram and scroll and be on the phone. On TikTok, you can't. You have to have sound on. You have to be focused. So it's entertainment media, just like watching a movie on Netflix. You have to be on it. You can't be doing something else. So it really like grabs all your attention. Like I haven't watched a movie for like 3 years, basically. I don't even open it because it's just so much easier to watch TikTok. All the content that I get is on TikTok, like which doctors to go to, every single thing, what to eat, obviously. Okay, and TikTok is a lot where trends begin. It's also entertainment and also education. I really believe, especially for B2B, but also for B2C and B2B2C, to use educational content to be just like giving the audience all the content that you can on a subject so that you become, not only are you building like your TikTok and getting views or whatever, but you're also just like building this brand so that in a few years, when everyone starts building their brand, you already have something so big and so Googleable that it will just come up in searches. So it's brilliant. And then we have this idea of co-creation, which is basically where on TikTok, you can create a video and people can kind of tag along to that video. So if I were to say, like, do a video about a food, somebody could cut the video in the middle and continue it. And that's the virality of TikTok, that you have the opportunity to co-create. And again, the one thing that I will tell you about the algorithm soon is that TikTok is not about your followers. The followers are not important. So it's not like Instagram where you have to have followers. And then once you have followers, people follow you and you have engagement. It's about what you bring to the table. Every video can succeed, even if you have 0 followers. And that is like totally brilliant. So we'll call it short form video. But it's Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. They're all the same. And right now, it's the only time, and I'm sure it's not going to stay this way, that you can create a TikTok video and use it on all platforms without changing anything and get total different audiences. Like if you take a TikTok video, you get a certain audience. You put on Facebook, you get people you know and people you don't know on Instagram. And YouTube is incredible right now because there's not enough content. So you just take that video, it's like value for money. You put out the video, you put it everywhere, and then when people Google, it comes up.
And LinkedIn?
And LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a bit new. We do upload videos, but it's not a huge part of it yet, but they work. So it's just incredible. Like you don't even have to create any more content. You can just create one video and use it everywhere. Okay, let's go. Okay, so what is short form video? Basically, it's a very short video where the punchline is in the beginning. So why the difference than Instagram? Because on Instagram, when you put on a video or you do something, it's really based, like people will go in and see what's happening in the food business. But in TikTok, you have to have the point at the beginning because you're going to a cold audience every time. So it has to be interesting to catch people you don't know. Here we have the power is in the content and not the person behind it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're like a supermodel or if you're Karen Brown or Michal Gat, everybody can have the same opportunity to succeed. And which this, I think, is really amazing. It's about your content. Nobody really cares. So I can put out the same video as Bar Raffaeli and get the same amount of views because it's about the content itself, which is really like, it's authentic.
That's the opportunity for companies like startups that don't have so much budget to spend, right?
Exactly. They have, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, they can just tell a story.
Yeah, that's the opportunity to be very dominant in TikTok without spending so much money.
Yeah, we're talking here all organic. It's incredible. You just have to give out good information.
Yeah.
And then the last thing we're going to talk about is the SEO, which is a huge part of TikTok right now. Basically, we'll switch to the next slide. That was crazy. Okay. You were on mute. Somebody wanted to shut me up. Okay.
It's not me.
Not me either. Okay. So the magic algorithm of TikTok is this. On Instagram or other platforms, you put out a video, you put out a piece of content, and then people who are already following you like it, and then your friends see it, and that's how it does well. But on TikTok, you basically create your own algorithm. So you take let's say you take your phone and you do about a half an hour a day of just liking and commenting on stuff you like, and then TikTok knows what you like, and that's it. TikTok will send you the most incredible content for you. So that's amazing. And the engagement is different than on Instagram. On Instagram or other platforms, it'll be like how many likes you get. And of course, Instagram is moving towards TikTok and working a lot the same way. But now there are many different ways to engage on TikTok. So if you like a video, if you comment on it, if you watch a video to the end, and that's why we're doing short videos, because we want people to watch all the way to the end. If people add it to their favorites, if people share it. So that's it. And then we'll talk about one more thing that is geo-based. So wherever you live, that's where the people will see the videos. And there are solutions if your audience is in America. You could either use VPNs or have people upload it there, but that's something you need to know.
So since we were on mute, I'm asking some very, very nice Hila. She's telling me that they couldn't hear our previous
slide.
Yeah, never mind. Let's continue.
We'll continue if you have questions. Okay, so the way that the videos work on TikTok. So let's say I have a video. I'm gonna do a video about my favorite soda, which we'll talk about later. And I just do a video about soda. How does it know who to show it to? So basically, it shows it to a test audience, let's say, of everybody who likes drinking something. And if those people engage, which is to like, comment, share, even save it to their favorites, then it sends to another audience of people who might like drinking and eating. And then if that audience engages, then it goes to another audience, and it just keeps going. That's how it gets viral. So it's incredible because it's like people are testing your content. If they like it, boom, succeed. okay, and I'm talking about the battle of the sodas. I chose one of the most popular subjects on TikTok. It's soda pop. So we're gonna watch a video, and I want to see what you guys think.
Hey guys, my name's Allison, and yes, I got a deal on the show Shark Tank, and it was for my product Poppy. So I started the company because I was having a ton of health issues and I didn't feel very good, and I started drinking apple cider vinegar every single day, and it made me feel incredible, but I hated the taste of straight vinegar. So I went to my kitchen, created Poppy, and then I believed in my product that I quit my job. We went all in. We went on to Shark Tank, got a deal, and I found a way to make it taste incredible. So, Poppy helps with boosting your immunity, glowing skin, gut health, as well as, I believe in it so much that I went on the show 9 months pregnant. So, cheers.
Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about this video, and then we're gonna just watch it again. So basically, what happened in this video, there's a few things. First of all, look how authentic it is. It took her 10 minutes to do it. I think it took her even less. She put a green screen in the back, an image in the back, and that's it. And she's talking. It looks like it wasn't planned, but it's planned really well. And from the beginning, she tells you her point. Like, she tells you what she's gonna say, because she needs to get a cold audience. And you can see that there's a lot of text on the screen. What does that help? That helps with the algorithm, and it helps with Google and SEO. Because all of the words that you see on the screen a lot of them are search terms. You saw she talked about gut health, and that's like a big deal, because now when people search for gut health, this video will show up. And what's amazing is that she was on Shark Tank, and she said that they succeeded a lot more on TikTok than they did on Shark Tank, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And so let's just watch it again and just understand now that you've seen what I talked about.
Hey guys, my name's Allison, and yes, I got a deal on the show Shark Tank, and it was for my product Poppy. So I started the company because I was having a ton of health issues and I didn't feel very good, and I started drinking apple cider vinegar every single day, and it made me feel incredible, but I hated the taste of straight vinegar. So I went to my kitchen, created Poppy, and then I believed in my product that I quit my job. We went all in. We went on to Shark Tank, got a deal, and I found a way to make it taste incredible. So, Poppy helps with boosting your immunity, glowing skin, gut health, as well as, I believe in it so much that I went on the show 9 months pregnant. So,
you see how many search terms, how many words, apple cider, gut health. It's just going to be all over the internet when you search those terms. Okay, so let's move on. So this is one very successful company on TikTok. We have one more before. No, there was another slide before. Let's go back. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see it soon. Okay, so we're going to move on to this actual storytelling piece, which I think is great. And these work so great on TikTok. You don't need to edit. You don't need to do too much work, but let's watch this and see and try to pay attention to the hook, like what people are saying to get you, what he's saying to get you interested in his story, and try to pay attention to the text on the screen.
Why I started my own protein powder company. Last year, some personal health struggles led me to realize that 99% of protein powders are filled with unnecessary and potentially harmful ingredients. I needed something that was truly clean and still tasted great, and it simply didn't exist. So I spent months learning everything I could about protein sources, flavoring, natural sweeteners, and after hundreds of recipe iterations, Wellius was born.
So again, here he's telling his story. It's authentic, and we have all this text. It really gets you into the story, like you want to learn more.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter how many followers. He has 1,326 followers. It doesn't matter. What's really important to us is how many views the videos have.
And they have an amazing amount.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. Before we start, this is an amazing product. And I think what's really interesting here is that not a lot of people know about this product. You'll see the way that he's telling it in his car. It just seems so authentic, like you just want to buy this product. And I want to know afterwards, a show of hands, how many people want it. I know you're going to want it. I know you.
All right, guys, I got some miracle berries. For those who don't know, these things contain miraculin, which change your taste receptors so that you perceive sour foods as sweet. All right. It's all dried out. It doesn't smell like much. That's what it looks like. Here we go. The seed is crunchy. Kind of tastes like sour raisins. All right, so I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes and we're gonna try different foods. All right, guys, 5 minutes have passed. Let's try a lemon.
Okay. This is cringe.
Whoa! Tastes like lemonade.
Cringe.
Wow, that's so cool. Next, yablocki. Don't notice any difference. Next is yogurt. It has a little tang to it. I wonder if it's gonna taste like ice cream.
Pay attention to one of the most popular food brands in the world.
Yeah,
So then,
they should put this in every soft drink and reduce the amount of sugar they put in it. Mind blown. Give it a shot.
I don't know. I want a show of hands here. How many people would buy this product? Like, I want to order it now. What do you think? Do you want
me.
it? Me too. Let's get it. Let's start tasting stuff in the office. Do we have a show of hands? Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so let's move on. Again, authentic in the car,
All right,
storytelling.
guys. I got
I
some
don't know.
miracle berry.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
It's dark. Oh, now we have the soda, so it's okay. This another soda brand. Soda brands do really well on TikTok. I don't know why, but I think people are just looking for a lot of alternatives for
The
drinks.
Cup is definitely my go-to soda alternative. My favorite pick-me-up during the day, and I finally restocked from the holidays with all of my favorite flavors like root beer, strawberry vanilla, and orange cream. Each can has only 2 to 5 grams of sugar, 9 grams of fiber, and they're all prebiotics. So you don't get that like bleh feeling like you do when you drink other high sugar sodas. It's so tasty, there's so many flavors, and it's healthy for you. Yeah, this is gonna be staying in my fridge all year long. If you don't believe me, try yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna watch it again in a second, but I want you to just pay attention to all these things. First of all, she uses the word the best soda alternative because what happens is it's just gonna you're just gonna remember that it's the best and it's gonna show up in searches as the best. So it's very smart, the text that she's using here. And what we have here is called UGC content, user generated content. Basically, they bring in users. It doesn't matter if they're famous or not. A company can just bring in random people who know how to talk in front of the camera and have them, these users, just tell their story. So it's very authentic, but it's coming from their account. And you can see there's a lot of like explanation of what's in it, how much like nutritional facts and everything. So everything is here on screen in order to make it easy to search on Google. And also it's just like really an interesting way to tell. It seems like your friend, you're talking to you. It's actually like talking to you on FaceTime. So let's just watch it one more time now that you've seen these.
Pop is definitely my go-to soda alternative. My favorite pick-me-up during the day, and I finally restocked from the holidays with all of my favorite flavors like root beer, strawberry vanilla, and orange cream. Each can has only 2 to 5 grams of sugar, 9 grams of fiber, and they're all prebiotics. So you don't get that like bleh feeling like you do when you drink other high sugar sodas. It's so tasty. They're so
Okay, so one thing that I want you guys to see is you can see that it has all the nutritional on the screen. And the thing about TikTok right now, as far as SEO, search engine optimization, everything she says is also indexed as far as SEO. So she's saying the names and the flavors. So when people choose flavors or search flavors, it will come up. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Now this is one of my favorite products. And I have to say that this is not, we'll stop before that, it's not food, but it's a product that you can really relate to. So I'm gonna use it as an example. We have 2 products. We have 2 of the most popular TikTok accounts. One of them is Duolingo, where you learn languages.
Yeah.
And they're just like booming on TikTok because they have this mascot and he's just really funny and you can really relate to what he does. And then we have the Scrub Daddy. If you guys don't know, it's the most incredible sponge that there is. It's a scrubbing sponge for the kitchen. And they're totally viral because they just have really good storytelling. So if you guys want, you can check out their accounts. And what happened is they got together to do a video. So it's really funny. Just try to understand the joke when you watch it.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy, yumpy, pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake, gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye. And I love you so, and I want you to know that.
So So it's hilarious. Like these two most biggest brands on TikTok have created this baby sponge. So it's really funny, and you can see videos where the sponge is actually going to Chipotle and buying food. So this is like the amazing part of TikTok, that it can be really funny even if you're like a serious brand, and these brands are just on fire only from TikTok.
You're my
Oh, I'm
honey
sorry.
bun,
Let's
sugar
move on
plum.
to the next one. This one is also really funny. It's a relatable song. Like a lot of things you can see on TikTok is like point of view, where people will do something and try to show you something and make it feel relatable. So let's watch this. So it's heartbreaking because you use Google instead of actually the language. And I think it's so funny when companies can bring in humor and just like be on fire on TikTok. Okay, so how do we get started? First, for TikTok, you grab a coffee, and for 3 days, you every day spend 30 minutes on TikTok, just scrolling and liking, commenting, and watching videos until the end. If you see things you like, you favorite them. The one thing you're going to want to do is when you see a video you don't like, you press on the screen and you put not interested. And that way TikTok knows how to create your algorithm and the content that you need. So that's the amazing thing. You just need to do that instead of Netflix. Watch 30 minutes of TikTok in the evening. And if you come back and say that all you see is like pretty women dancing, then you're not doing it right, because that's the whole point of TikTok. You're not supposed to see that stuff. You will be seeing food companies. If you do exactly what I said, you will see food companies, you'll see food content. You watch videos in any genre and you save them so that you know what kind of videos you want to create. You always have to have a strong hook. The hook is the beginning, because remember, you're going to a cold audience every time. So you need something that's going to like.
Là, Mireille.
Someone's talking.
Okay. And then the videos are short. We're going to try to do short videos. And one trick that I'm going to give you guys for life and for TikTok is ask the public. So basically there's a website where you go and you just search anything. Let's say you search if you have a food tech brand, you could search, I don't know, what is food tech, and get every single question people are looking for on Google and create content accordingly. So a lot of the companies say, well, some companies have smaller budgets and they want to create a volume of content. So they go to this site, write down their search term, and they get all these questions, and all they have to do is create short videos answering those questions. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything. For a lot of our clients, we do it in like an hour. We'll go to the office and we'll do 25 videos in an hour, just answering questions. So it's possible to create short form content without making it fancy.
That's the thing, by the way.
It's a thing, totally, 100%. So we can take questions now.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
we have some questions. It's for you, darling.
What is your recommendation on converting video views of the videos to purchase? Okay, so here's the good thing about TikTok. Even if it's organic and you're not paying it for ads or anything, which ads do work amazingly, you can convert pretty easily, because all you need to do is add a call to action. People go to TikTok because they want to buy and they want to try things. So all you have to do is add like a good call to action in the end, and people are buying. I have companies that are like telling me like they can't keep up with all the leads, because once people see it and they believe it and they see it's authentic, they just go buy.
Right. So relating to this question, there's another question. What are tips to make the video sound authentic and not so salesy like a commercial?
Okay, so there's a lot of things you could do. First thing you could do is just talk while you're doing something else. So like a lot of people, you'll see a lot of people just like eating and talking, just like as if they would be on FaceTime, like literally just walking, sitting in front of the video and like shoving their face with food and talking about like, oh, this is my product. People love that.
Yeah.
I don't know, people just love that. And the other thing is to really show your fails. Like it's a good place to start with your fails. Like I tried this, but I didn't succeed, and it works great. So
it also works when describing the journey that the company itself had gone through. We tried this one and then we couldn't, we couldn't do this. And so we did something, we checked something else, it's very interesting. I saw some TikToks of entrepreneurs telling their business story.
That
and-
is like the most interesting, I
Yeah,
think.
I
Just
think-
showing what you failed at.
yeah.
Like I really screwed up here, or I really messed up here, and then that's your hook, and people love it.
Yeah. Do you know how did we came up with our solution? We tried this one and we failed. We tried this one and we failed. It's
Oh, I
very
love that.
authentic. Yeah.
I love that. That's an amazing part about it. The other thing is just like literally just do things in front of the camera. Like you could be, people are putting on makeup and telling their stories, and the thing is in the beginning when people start doing TikTok, they have like lots of makeup and they're all made up and they're like, and then when they realize that no one cares, they get really authentic. They don't care if they have a double chin or whatever, and it starts to work much better. And I see it. You'll see like creators in the beginning, they're like all like polished, and then after a year, they're just like getting out of bed and on TikTok.
So we have another question. For global accounts, how problematic is for the account to be from Israel?
Okay, so it's not the thing is, it's just going to be so much easier to do it from America. So what we do is we create the videos and we just have someone upload it from there. It's not like they have to do anything other than just to upload it. So it's not hard. So that's number one. It's something you can do. And then one of our companies is the GCI Gallery Culinary Institute, which we love, and you guys should check them out on TikTok. And we decided in the beginning, we tried to do it from America, but then we decided we're just going to upload it from here, even though that the audience is global and the videos are doing well globally. It took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You're like building a brand, but it wasn't like as easy. But now we just see all these viral videos because the content is using the right search words. We know exactly what people are looking for. And we have so much content on screen so that like the algorithm really knows that we are the people who are talking about the food in Israel and culinary school. So,
We are out of time
oh,
and we had such a fun time.
thank you
Like
for
always
coming.
with you.
I
Yeah.
know. What are we gonna eat now? I'm hungry. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have questions, email us, talk to us, anything you need.
Yeah. And thank you and have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye.